Alright guys, so welcome back to Game, and today, some of you guys might have noticed that Cupid's bow is back in Fortnite. I told you this was coming and it's here. What a surprise! But you might also notice there's a challenge. We actually have to get 10,000 kills, or 10,000 points with this crossbow. That sounds pretty darn hard. That means you essentially have to kill 10 people with this crossbow, which is a lot easier said than done. This crossbow is not very accurate, to be honest with you. It's very, very hard. Much harder to use than the sniper rifle or the hunting rifle for that matter. Plus, when you shoot it, everyone knows where you're at. So it's kind of a problem. And also the sound effect when you're being shot at with it is kind of annoying. And you'll be hearing it a lot right now because everyone's trying to get this challenge done. So I'm going to give you some pointers, some tips where you can find these, where you won't find them, and also how you can use them and actually get these points down for yourself. So you basically either get 10 kills or just keep knocking people all the time until you eventually get it done. Now you might be wondering, what's the easiest way to get this challenge done? Can I go after the AI bots or can I go after the NPC or a boss? No, you can't, guys. It doesn't even work. So you have to kill opponents. You have to kill real players in the game of Fortnite. That means players who are not very good at the game of Fortnite are going to have a hard time getting this challenge done. But I'm going to still tell you some tips, still give you some ideas of what you can do in this video, so stay tuned. Anyways guys, first things first, we need to get into is that you need to find a gun, right? How often can you find one of these stupid crossbows? Well, pretty often, but you won't find them in any chest, unless you find them in one of those special chests. But you won't find them in any regular chest in the game. It just doesn't spawn. You have to go around the map and look for anything purple in the distance. When you're landing, look for something purple. It shouldn't be the first gun you go for though, and the reason I say that is because the crossbow is garbage. Let's face the facts guys, if someone has a pistol and you're shooting with that crossbow, they're probably going to win the fight. Not necessarily, it depends how far away they are and how good of a player they are. But if they just come up and run up on you and basically with the pistol and pow pow pow, you're dead. So that's not a good strategy. You do want to keep a little distance when you're using this crossbow, but not too much distance because it's the hardest gun in the game to really use. And it's always been that way. The crossbow's always been one of the most worthless guns in the game of Fortnite, let's be fair. If you've ever played with it in basically creative or any of the previous seasons, it's not a very good gun. It almost seems worthless at times. Now I will say that the damage it does right now is actually not that bad. I think it's 86 to the body, and if you get a headshot it's like 110. I could be wrong on those numbers, but it's pretty good. The damage is not horrible, so I definitely did get some kills with it. One thing I would recommend heavily is to get good with quick scoping. If you get good with the quick scoping, meaning going up to someone and not aiming down the sights and shooting it, you can actually do some real good damage. That's the easiest way to get kills with this gun. Not gonna lie, it really is. Once you master that, it's great. If you're a console player and you have a controller, or if you're playing on PC with controller, try to pump the R2 button or basically the right trigger on your controller. Whether you're playing Xbox, you get the idea. Whatever the fire button is, keep pressing it because you'll auto reload and then at the same time you get the next shot off. If you get good at that, you can get better at sniping as well, which is what I always tell you guys. Hunting rifle, sniper, it's all the same thing when it comes to that. The more you pump that trigger basically for the fire button, the higher chances you have of getting your shot on the guy. And that's because your opponent's going to be anticipating a little delay. Every time you shoot like a sniper or something, or a single fire shot type gun, in Fortnite essentially you have a delay window. Every time you shoot it, you need to reload, or you need to basically wait for the next round to fire. Whether it's the hunting rifle, the sniper, you get the idea, or the crossbow. But the thing is, if you're pumping that trigger, or whatever your fire button is, I don't know how well this works on PC and keyboard, I couldn't tell you. But basically, as long as you're pumping your fire button, you'll have the fastest possible way that you can ever get basically the next shot off. There's no way to beat that system, that is the fastest way. But if you keep pressing reload, like manually, like the square button, or if you're on Xbox, the X button, or whatever it is, I don't know. But if you keep pressing your reload button instead of just the fire button again, it takes way longer. It adds at least a couple milliseconds of delay, which means they have a huge opportunity to move up on you. That little window of time that you're adding by just doing that is making their life a little bit easier, and most people play like that. I don't. When I got good at sniping in Season 7, that was the first thing I did. I learned how to basically pump the trigger. It was weird at first, but it works perfectly once you get good with it. Another crucial thing to remember is with the crossbow, when you do shoot it, it basically takes forever to hit your target. It's a lot slower moving than like the sniper rifle or any of the other rifles in the game. I don't know why it just feels that way, but it's always felt that way. And trust me, I don't know the math on it, I don't know whether it's a fact or not, but I've seen my gameplay over the years using this crossbow, and I see how I am with snipers. I can clearly see that it takes longer for the bullet to get to them. But anyways guys, so your best bet to find a crossbow in this game is just basically keep going around the map, looking for anything purple. Right now if you see something purple, more than likely it's that. Get the crossbow, that's what you need to do. And it's going to take you more than one game. I highly doubt anyone in this game, unless you're getting 10 kills, but with the crossbow, it's very hard to get 10 kills. You might normally get 10 kills, but if you use only a crossbow for every basically fight you get into, you're never going to get there. It's going to basically get you killed more times than not. So guys, keep in mind, third partying a fight with a crossbow is probably your easiest way, or waiting for someone to go and stand still, waiting for them to heal up, or basically, search a chest, or get some loot from someone they just killed. That's your easiest way. Stay out of fights unless you have to. Anyways guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below, did this video help you? And if it did, let me know, I'm curious. Anyways guys, guys, until next time, it's been Gamer Today.